Boom, almost perfect on the dot, as always, except I'm not. People, how are you doing? How is your Monday? I hope you are having a fantastic weekend for those who have the 4 day or the 3 day weekend, excuse me, not 4 day, 3 day weekend. And I hope you are having a good Memorial Day, had a chance to spend it with your loved ones, a chance to reflect, a chance to just be however you need to be today.
Yeah, that's kind of one thing that always gets me is everybody's like, "Oh, happy Memorial Day." It's
It's
like
not
it's not really a day to be happy, remembering those that
can't be here with
yeah
us.
that died for our country. So it's not really like a happy time, It's a time of remembrance and reflection, really. So, but it is what it is, Hope you guys are doing well. Hey Tim, how's it going?
How you doing, brother? I hope you have a good day. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't want you to be sad and moping in the corner or something, but at the same time, yeah, it's those moments of oh, what is the T-shirt that I see a lot? Home of the free because of the brave.
Right.
It's just, a little extra thought in the old brain box. Never hurt nobody. A little extra cigar for those people as well as a remembrance. And I'm having the Howard G cigar. This is the Front Nine, Connecticut. It is made in Nicaragua with Dominican binders and fillers. It is a medium to light strength cigar, but some nice flavors so far. Started a little earlier because it was big, and I'm like, I could probably get away with it. So I think I'm gonna be all right.
So I'm doing the EP Carrillo Pledge, which is one of his three cigars with the Encore. And I forget the La Historia, I believe. This and the Encore
So
both got first on Cigar Aficionado's list, and the Encore I think got top 5 or top 10. I'm sorry, not the Encore, La Historia.
yes, that was like top three. I think it was
Yeah.
like
So the Pledge was the blue. The Encore, I believe, was a green, and La Historia was a brownish uh, wrapper to or band to it. So, but still very, very well done for EP Carrillo. This was at the time, I think it still holds a record for being the highest rated cigar on Cigar Aficionado's list for being a number one at a 98, which means this cigar's, according to Cigar Aficionado, should be amazing.
damn near perfect.
Yeah.
Not against that.
No, I will say it was good, but for them to get so many accolades so quickly, it kind of is like, it's kind of odd.
Hmm. Yeah, not gonna lie. Yeah, I had the same feeling. But again, great cigar. Every time I've had it, not been disappointed. And I just don't compare it with other people's ratings in mind. Flavor notes, sure. I love to have a little bit of preference to know what I'm going into, or a little bit of someone else's opinion that I can trust. But actual quality rating, oh, this point system, not my thing. Not my thing. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that as well. What do you think of the aficionados list or cigar snob, any of the numbered systems? If it works for you, I'd love to hear about that. Richard, how you doing, brother? Hope you're having a great weekend. Um, again, Howard G for Miguel, the front nine, this Connecticut shade version. Frankie is having the
EP Carrillo Pledge.
pledge. Yes. Uh, Coming in late, what cigar are we talking about? Aaron, no worries. Yes, no worries, no worries. Again, Howard G over here. Probably the first time I've had this on the show, by the way. So I am very excited to bring it to you guys because it's a very tasty cigar. It might be mellow in strength, but it's got good flavors. It is the Front Nine Connecticut, sorry, and it does not disappoint. If you're looking for something mild, subtle, and not going to be overpowering in any way, this might be right up your alley. You want it with something light as far as alcohol goes. You're gonna pair it.
Sure.
Nothing super strong, nothing with a big bite to it. But I can see this going in a lot of places very easily, a lot of situations.
And I'm having the EP Carrillo Pledge. Again, this took Cigar Aficionado's top spot in 2020. Fantastic cigar. Again, it was at the time the highest rated cigar, also at 98 for number one. So we'll see if that holds true. Emily, how you doing? It's been a while since we've seen you.
It's been too long already. Picked up the archetype, the pupil. Oh, very nice.
Wow, where did you find that?
Yeah.
That is no longer made, and that is a fantastic cigar in its own right. That is fantastic. How many did you pick up, and where did you find them?
Yeah, the Master and Pupil series. I believe the last ones to get entered into the archetype series.
Master and Pupil, yeah.
I think 9 cigars altogether, if I remember correctly. 9 or more.
Somewhere around there.
But quite a few, and it is a wonderful, wonderful lineup. If you can get a hold of pretty much any on there, obviously I prefer some over the others, but you're not going to be disappointed across the board. Archetype series from Ventura Cigar Company, like Frankie said, no longer in production, but I'm sure if you find them, you're gonna like them. Just had one
They had both of them there. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it hurts my heart though. Marco, how you doing, brother? I'm glad to see you. We were watching the game and watching you all as well. Ah, I appreciate that.
Again, there's
What's
no more games.
when was wrong?
Hockey season's over because the Knights and the Kings are out. Um, Basketball season's over because I just don't really care about
Not
basketball.
anymore. No.
Football's over. The only sport that's going right now is baseball. The Dodgers are doing semi well, even though they just got swept. They're still doing decently well.
It happens. You know what?
Yeah.
That's baseball for you though. If you don't line up, it's chess. If you don't line up everything just right,
Mhm.
you're gonna have that moment that you just kind of get swept under the rug. Archie, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you all. My goodness, not a huge action-packed weekend, although it's very hard to compete with the weekend we just had. So
Yeah, coming off of Texas Friday, now we had just a regular old weekend.
it's
Man, it's just like wow. Like when Thursday came around, I was like, this time last week we're in Frightmare. Wow.
yeah, it's exactly how I feel. But nonetheless, still good stuff happening. Go watch Fall Guy finally,
Yes.
which I'm gonna say, not as good as I was hoping it was gonna be, but still pretty dang funny.
I thought it was funny. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson did a fantastic job. He was absolutely hilarious in his role. And Ryan Gosling was damn funny too.
And behind the oh my god, I can't read that because the screen is so dark.
Are you talking about Smoker's Alley?
Panama Lane is that? Oh, okay. I think that is Smoker's Alley, right?
If you're talking about Smoker's Alley, I got to get over there then.
They had a great, from last time I checked, it might still be. They had a great selection, huge walk-in. Just the prices were really wonky.
Mm-hmm.
It was high, but everything was buy one get one free, basically, or buy one get one 25% off, or something ridiculous. Either way, it was basically like you were getting two cigars price of one,
Yes.
but you got to pay for one cigar that was the price of two. So I was like, well, and then it was very confusing to me, but very, very nice staff. The owner was there when we walked in,
Mhm.
and he had his own that he had made for the shop.
Right, he was having. But you know the thing is though, is I asked him about the house blends, and he didn't know about them.
Mm-mm.
So that's a bit of a red flag right there. If you're the owner of your shop, you have your own house cigars, and you can't tell what the customers what is in them. That is a bad sign, in my opinion. Let's see. Smoking the Padilla 2019 Barrel Aged Select Reserva, fantastic cigar. I haven't smoked as many Padillas as I used to. I used to get Padillas. I want to say it's either in Luxury or it was in Pravada or Stogie Bird.
Luxury.
It's one of those. Yeah, they gave a lot of Padillas away, and that's when I would smoke them. But I don't get those anymore, so haven't really smoked as many Padillas. Not really that readily available around here. So
Yeah, not really, but that's just a disappointment because they're very nice cigars. They're not lacking anything in any area. Delicious in flavor, great packaging. The branding is on point.
yes,
Company itself is really good people. So I think it's just West Coast being the West Coast. Sometimes it just does not lend itself to comfortably do business for everybody, which is ridiculous because you want more business, I thought.
Mhm.
But that is California in a nutshell. And then I want to read that comment as well and get this out of here. No solution.
Time to start saving for next primary. Absolutely.
I'll have to get back to you on that, Tim. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean.
Next, not 2025, but 2026 will be our 10-year for primary. So I'm gonna do something big for that one. Definitely have to do something big for that.
I was gonna hire a clown.
Nice.
Get a jump house.
Nice.
Just put it in the middle of the Texas if we're still there. Because the rumor mill is spinning. I'm sure we're going back to the Irvine. I'm sure he's going back because it
No
would
idea.
be very difficult to plan and move another time just in 2 years. But unless it's back to the Hyatt. But I feel like now that they have space, people are gonna be like, "Oh man, credit." So very hard to decide what to do in that situation. I know Lloyd will pick the right decision either way.
Now, to me, it doesn't seem like it's all that much bigger than the Hyatt Regency.
Yeah,
but I'm sure square footage it is. That's why they did the move. But I just don't think it seems that much bigger.
you know, we don't wait in lines though either.
That
Like
is true.
we don't have that experience, and that might be like shoulder to shoulder. I'm
That
not
is
even.
true.
Yeah.
So this past weekend we were able to go to Rio Bravo again and set up shop, and it was really really nice. The weather was really nice until obviously it was starting to get a bit hotter in the afternoon, but it was still really really nice. Um, got a lot of repeat customers. What I love about the Rio Bravo event. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
awesome,
Oh,
that
yeah.
time of month, guys. You guys are here. Can stock up on some cigars.
Appreciate you guys.
Got introduced some new people to our cigars. There's new owners over at Rio Bravo, so definitely want to get in touch with them and be more involved. Cam, how you doing?
Hey, Cam, good to see you, brother. Stay Wednesday to Wednesday, an entire week for the 10-year. Might just stay the 1st to the 31st of May and just not go back at all. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'll have time. Check the schedule. But I like the week-to-week idea. Or maybe for the 10-year. Well, I guess it wouldn't be for the 10-year because it'd be before. Finally schedule that 6 months out situation, which is basically Halloween time. So we got the planning there would be needed,
June,
but it'd be
July,
worth.
August, September, October, November.
And end of October.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are the new yes, Cam brings up a good point. Those who do not see it, it is in the YouTube chat. But if you guys are watching on YouTube, great to see you. We got new TVs over at Culebras. Beautiful 3 new giant big screen TVs.
They all match, so that's even better. Before we had, I think 2 match, 1 was off. This one, all 3 match. They're beautiful, big screen TVs. All the apps on them that you could want. So
yeah, you're never gonna run out of something to watch. I'll sit there. I'm like, oh god, I don't even know, and then you just go back to something I've been watching anyway. Back to the Fall Guy real quick because we just watched that yesterday. Yesterday. Pretty damn funny. I think. You said Jake Gyllenhaal did a really good job. I love how they mix. Or Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling did a great job as Colt, and I love how they mixed real stunts in there in the beginning.
Now, at the beginning of the movie, they did do like a little, this is about for stuntman and blah blah blah, so we get overlooked. If they would have made this film over again, because obviously Ryan Gosling doesn't do his own stunts.
No,
he has a stunt guy.
Yeah,
I would have been okay with them showing the stunt guy, him getting his 15 minutes of fame, like not covering his face when he's doing his jump and tuck and rolls, like actually showing him. I would have been okay with that. Or during the car scenes and stuff, showing the stuntman.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I wonder how that would have worked out. Then again, the whole job of the summit is not to be recognized. Like, that's got to be a whole other mentality to show their face. They're doing their best not to. Except for Date Night when what's her name was replaced.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see Date Night?
Did not see it.
No, Date Movie. Sorry, not another Date Movie, whatever it's called. The one with Lily from How I Met Your Mother. And it makes fun of all the other romantic comedies.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's old, but it's funny. Oh my gosh! For 10 years, just stay in the convention center itself. Never mind the hotel room. Just hide in there somewhere. I'm gonna ask one of the haunts because there's a few permanent haunts in Texas, and they set up a booth just to hide in one of their
mazes.
No, in one of the costumes.
Oh.
Like I say, on the floor all night. Just don't move. Be very still. Lorenzo, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
How's it going?
And real quick into the cigar too. Howard G. Front 9, smoking beautifully. Very good on those nice sweet and hay notes. A little bit of coffee in the background. Very, very light though. Extremely light. No strength whatsoever. I think a lot of you guys might appreciate that. Those who are trying to introduce someone to cigars. This is one of those really clean tasting, very mellow cigars that'll easily get them over that hump into the next stage, I think.
Good, nice. So EP Carrillo Pledge Robusto, guys. It's a dark cigar. It's already coming in with strength. It's coming in with a lot of like musty earth, if that makes sense. Which is a flavor or a note that I don't mind at all. I actually like it. The wrapper, you guys can, when you guys pick one up to see, it's very dark, very oily. Yeah. It's leading to some very oily smoke, and it's a fantastic cigar, really. I mean, I don't smoke a whole lot of EP Carrillo, but when I do, it's this or the Encore, and I gotta say, I enjoying it. I'm enjoying it very, very much. The only thing that I enjoy more, we just Arturo Puente.
Yeah.
Carlito, how you doing? I saw you popped in.
All right. What do you call it? Very nice. That was a good time right there.
Thank you.
I had him. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. What pairs well with your stick tequila? Actually, With this guy, I was actually thinking about I need to talk to CC or Jeremy or someone who knows more about it, but I need some wine suggestions.
Really?
Something that's got a little bit of fruitiness to it, a little more lively, not the heftiness of a spirit. Maybe a craft beer.
Okay.
Nothing too hoppy. One of those blondes.
Sure.
Look, there's a lot of really good blondes out there. I know it's not the heaviest beer, it's not the fanciest, but I like them. Oh, brother, thank you. I appreciate that. We got to get you on soon too, by the way.
Yes, definitely.
Miguel, not going fancy right now. What I am saying is that Howard G can be unbelievably fancy, and it makes me fancier, but still not fancy. This guy.
I don't think he meant White Claw.
Oh yeah, a very crafty White Claw. One of those locally sourced claws.
I would definitely. I was gonna go the same route with beer, but I was thinking like more like a porter or a stout, something with some heft to it, something with some body that'll be able to keep up with the cigar.
For yours, though. Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Carlito absolutely did enjoy the long weekend, just wrapping it up with the first show of the week.
Oh yeah.
So definitely a great time. Hope you guys had a great weekend as well.
What's going on, Brian? Good to see you, brother. Dang it, I was gonna say something about this weekend too.
But I'm just saying, but just some sort of heavy beer, I think would match. I don't want to go opposite with this and go some light and fruity. I'd rather go something stout, something robust, like a coffee porter or something along those lines. Like you have the chocolate stouts.
That sounds phenomenal.
So that's probably what I would go with this guy.
I haven't had in forever, and I know you can probably get. I think they're everywhere. BJ's Brewery. I think they're pretty much across the country.
Yeah.
The Tatanka Stout is actually really good. I know it sounds like it's gonna just be another generic beer that a bigger company makes.
Guinness would be a great choice right there. Yes.
Yeah, Aaron. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great call.
Yeah.
Damn, you were just looking at Guinness the other day too. Oh, that one hurts. But my mind went to those blondes because we were looking at the Texas Blondie when we were over there. There's one here at the coffee shop I like to go to. I know it's not coffee, but you know what? It's close enough, right?
Yeah, it's close enough.
Our forefathers, they didn't drink just coffee.
Stout would go get you.
With that? Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's a great call. Not so much this. Those are too heavy. The stouts would be too heavy for this guy. You would lose the flavor of the Howard G. It's very delicate. But that's not that's just the time and the place for that cigar. There's different moments for different things, I'm not gonna
What you got you then? Champagne?
It just reminded me when I screwed up over at that wine bar. Oh my gosh, it was embarrassing. Yeah, maybe a nice celebration. You're having that strawberries and chocolate with champagne. You want a cigar still? Boom, something lighter that's not going to need a heavier amount of anything. Not too much sugariness. You can still walk around or sit down with people while they're enjoying themselves.
Sure.
Celebration and this cigar mixed with that champagne idea. Something a little less dry though. So something a little, I guess that'd be a little more fruity.
Yeah.
I think that would be the right call.
So Mel's Prosecco.
I suppose so. Yeah. Well, again, like I'm saying, I screw up with wine. We went to Folsom to go visit this Folsom Cigar Lounge. Beautiful place, by the way. I don't even know if I think they're still there. I just don't know if we haven't been in forever. Went into a wine bar because it's the only thing open at the moment until the other bar was opening. And Frankie gets a flight of wine, and I saw one that said red, white, and blue. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, why not? I'm patriotic. It wasn't wine. It was not wine. It was sparkling wine. It was champagne. So I was feeling pretty champagne happy after that. Not expecting that moment. But it is what it is. Sent you an Instagram link. Was looking for Oliva Melanio for today. Ooh, nice call, though. Melanio is always a good call on Mondays. Melanio Mondays, like where head's at. Not an update I can give right now, Richard, on Volume 3, but that shouldn't be more than a month out to give actual updates, though. Just, again, the tweaking's coming in and out. That's the only thing. That's really the only thing.
Cycle Brewing. I have not heard of that. I do not know where that is. I'll definitely look it up after the show and find out.
Or if you could tag their information on here, that'd be a big help. Smoked some cigars by the pool in Palm Desert this weekend. G by Gellis family, Via Castagli, and the Anastasia Yellow Band Caldwell, And Lancero, Connecticut, Broadleaf, Herrera, Esteli.
No, that's a good one right there. That
Excellent.
Lancero's fantastic. As is that Anastasia. Very good as well.
Excellent
Bill
lineup.
Costagli, can't go wrong.
No.
And G by Jealous. I've never heard of that, to be honest with you.
Go try it out.
Yeah, the other three I've had, and they're all fantastic.
Good lineup. Especially poolside,
Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with
Yeah.
the pool. Let you smoke.
It's getting to that time where if I could somehow smoke a cigar under the pool, not just in the pool, but in the water, that's where I want to be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Incredible stouts from Cycle Brewing. Gonna
Okay.
have to find that out then. Gonna have
Yeah.
to check it out.
I'm a big stout fan, so that's right up my alley.
I'm big on with a lot of the beers with heavier amounts of alcohol content. More volume per serving, however you describe it properly. But we have one in town. It'll really sneak up on you, called the Imperial Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's 13 or something?
It's up there.
It's very high
Double
up there.
digits.
But the flavors themselves are fantastic. You have one, all of a sudden you need another one because you're still thirsty. All of a sudden you don't know how many you had.
Huh.
Fantastic stuff though. What was that? Oh my gosh, Lengthwise. Lengthwise does that. Great stuff. But definitely gonna have to check out the Cycle Brewing then.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
by all means. We don't have enough craft beers on the show anymore. We used to have a lot.
We can get it back.
We gotta start getting the craft beers. Maybe not just the craft beers, but beers in general.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Also, I'd rather have more alcohol than craft beer,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, just because there's so much volume to drink. That's why I like the heavier amounts of alcohol in the beer. And there's a time and place. Damn it, this band is not
Sticking on there, huh?
Yeah, and it's ruining my wrapper. This is upsetting.
Oh.
This
Yeah, I
is
can
not
see
fun.
that.
Yeah. That's
That's
something
not
I
good.
do not care for. Keep talking for me. I gotta.
Well, Miguel has a wrestling match over there with his band. Tony, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. I don't know if anybody guys watched this past weekend, but both WWE and AEW had pay-per-views, I guess. Well, one's pay-per-view, one's watch on the streaming. So,
Yeah.
Again, I did not watch the AEW one. I don't care for AEW. That's just me personally. Sorry, guys. WWE's was mediocre. I mean, it had some high spots, it had some low spots, but it was nothing great. It's more of like a transitional one, trying to get them to SummerSlam.
That's a lot of the shows though.
Yeah.
Honestly, with a monthly, sometimes 2 a month pay-per-view, quote unquote, you're gonna have those moments, and they do their best to make it feel big and special. But that's okay. They're gonna have highs and lows, or you can't have those big highs without a couple of lows.
Very true. Very true. Very, very true. I will say though, I was kind of shocked that they didn't have more to the card, like higher stakes, considering it was in Jeddah, and they pay a lot of money to have that over there. So,
Nah, I feel like they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Plenty of belts on the line. New Queen of the Ring. That was just this time, right? It hasn't happened before.
right.
So that's something new. It is what it is.
They're showing the Brood on AEW. Okay, Gangrel showed up to help Edge. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna
Interesting.
see. I'll watch that on YouTube.
Oh.
Blood Medicine by Crown Heads to light up. Interesting.
Ooh.
Sounds good. That sounds really good. I haven't had that yet either. Wow. That's 2 of them that I have to try.
Nothing wrong with that. The
No.
more, the better. Seeing Girl come out and help Edge in the steel cage was AEW pay-per-view highlight. All right, very nice. Okay.
Now, I have a question I didn't really check. So, Richard or Tony, let me know in the comments. What is AEW charging and where do you order it from? Is it like a YouTube thing or is it like old school pay-per-view channels you have to go to?
Or is it like Netflix now where you just watch live fights where it's going to be terrible, like Tyson and one of the Pauls? What's the other Paul?
Logan and
I forget his name. Justin, Lance,
shoot, I don't remember.
Brandon Paul.
Logan and
Oh yeah, he does it on the Fire Stick. Okay.
oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Jake
there you
Paul. Oh my gosh. No, I don't order. I just follow along on X.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
smart call. There you go. Is what it is. Okay, but back to this point real quick. The Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. It's so. I'm just sad about it
Yeah.
because I don't. If he wins, who cares? He's fighting Jake Paul.
Uh-huh.
Jake Paul wins, it's just tarnishing Mike Tyson's reputation, or just telling Jake, "Oh, you just fought someone old."
It is because it's going to go on both their records. It's a sanctioned fight.
Yeah.
So, and from what I heard, I think it was Joe Rogan that did uh, like a redo of the contract. And if he knocks him out, like in the first round,
Mm-hmm.
he only gets a little bit of money. The longer the fight goes on, the more money he gets.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that just benefits Jake Paul then.
Yeah.
Call it. Smoke the
One shot, one kill.
Art series by Edgar Hall. That's a great cigar.
Yeah,
by the way.
those are good. I like the one
Look
shot,
at
one
bands.
kills. Yeah.
Cool looking.
Yeah, those I like a lot. I had a couple of them. I think I still might have one or two. But yeah, I really enjoy those a lot.
But yeah, these basically exhibition matches now being treated as real stuff. It's just so, because boxing is for a very long time already been swept up by spectacle versus sport, and that's all things that you bet on, watch on TV. Any sports that has it like that, it has to have some form of entertainment. It has to have some form of spectacle, or else it's not gonna make money. And then who's gonna watch it? Nobody. No one's gonna want to invest.
So I'm getting the second, third here on the EP Trio pledge, and it's starting to bring in like a roasted walnut flavor. So we're getting some nuttiness in there now.
Okay. I've got to say, transition wise, not very much. Although there's a little bit more spice to it. That's about the main difference right now. Seems like everything is kind of culminating into this final third that I'm getting into. Strength's not really ramping up, but all in all, everything that I was enjoying from the beginning is still in there towards heading in, not quite there yet, into the final third. That's for the Howard G.
Yeah, Brian knew it was walnut. Yes. Jake Paul, they fell into a wood chipper. Absolutely, I want to see him get his ass kicked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I want him to get hit so hard that Logan Paul can't be in WWE anymore.
I was watching them train on YouTube. Had a little clip of them training, and you see, you all right?
Yeah, this band.
You see the Paul brother. He's just kind of like, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, they're crisp shots. You know, he knows how to throw a punch, but you know, he's going over 1, 2, 1, 2, kind of a thing.
No.
And then you see Mike Tyson just going to work on his trainer. He's got the full bodysuit on. You know, he's giving the 2 to the top, does that little side jump he does, and 2 to the body, and then jump back. It was beautiful to watch. It really, really was.
It looks like he still got it.
Pillow fighting is a sport now, huh?
Where do I watch this?
I actually like to watch Kajitsu.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but it's a fantastic new sport. It combines my love of tiny cars and jiu-jitsu.
I feel that for technical skills and more practical everyday life situations for survival, phone booth boxing is more realistic. Because I can't tell you how many times I've been out there going to a phone booth.
Okay, Doctor Who.
And then all of a sudden, some dude just comes out of nowhere and wants to box. He's like, "Oh, we're going 12 rounds in this," and you can't stop once you're in the phone booth because you have to make the call. So you got to defend yourself.
Encore Black, yes, it is.
Mike has to become Iron Mike again and fight old school. I hope he does. I really hope he does. No, I just the dude's reaching 60 soon. He shouldn't have it anymore, but he looks like he does.
He does. I mean, I would not want to take a punch from him. I know that much.
No, absolutely not. I would not want to upset him.
No.
And there was a dude who said in one of I forget what video I was watching. It was one of their pre-fight interviews, and they're talking to Paul about, well, why do you keep taking these gimmick fights? And Mike Tyson just, what'd you call me? And the guy's like, what? It's no disrespect. No disrespect to you, but so, I mean, don't say that. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Although, for being one of the most bad people on the planet, he had a lot of security too, though. So, still just a guy. So be careful.
Very true. Very, very true. But I think we're gonna cut it, guys, because it is a holiday. I want to get you guys back to it and relax a bit.
Yeah, enjoy yourselves. Take some time with the family, the loved ones, like we said to begin with.
Mhm.
Smoke some good cigars if you have a moment. I know Brian is obviously doing some excellent work out there.
Yep.
And Tim, enjoy that pupil. And anyone else, whatever you might be having, let us know in the comments. Post it up on Cigars, Whiskey, and Beautiful. And want to see those pictures? Love seeing them.
Yeah, you guys got until Thursday to get your best ash pictures in there, you guys. So get them in there while you can.
Yep. All right, guys. That'll do it.
Yes,
And
yes,
we will see you Thursday.
Thank you to our sponsors, real quick, you guys. Apostate, Psalm Cigars, Artisan Del Tobacco, Artista GTO, Family Loyalty, and Kiki Momo Cigars.
There we go. All right, guys.